LeBron James recently reposted a post from Kevin Durant's business partner, Rich Kleiman, in which it says, with so much hate and negativity in the world today, it confuses me why some of the national sports media still think that the best way to cover sports is through negative takes. We can all acknowledge that sports is the last part of society that universally brings people together, so why can't the coverage do the same? It's only clickbait when you say it when the platform is so big. You can make the change and allow us all an escape from real life negativity. I, for one, find it a waste of breath. The Olympics and JJ and Bron show was the future of what this can and should all be. LeBron also took it a step further and said he was leaving social media for a while after all of the negative media attention that's out there in the atmosphere of recent. Stephen A. Smith, who obviously is a part of national sports media, I don't know exactly who LeBron or Zach maybe were referencing, he had a response for this post from Zach and LeBron. He said, you got a lot of people out there that literally will pass gas and want you to say it's perfume, literally in today's sports world. And that's where it becomes a bit egregious. So when you take that into consideration and you label the national media in that regard without being specific about who you're talking about, that's a negative stigma that I think should be challenged, said Stephen A. Smith. Let me say this, because I'm not in national media, right? I run a platform that does millions of views every week, but I'm not in national media. I used to work at ESPN, but obviously not as a voice for ESPN. I was just a production assistant. I had the pleasure to work with Stephen A. for a few weeks. I love the brother, but I will be remiss to not tell y'all the truth. I mean, Stephen A. hasn't been the greatest version of himself over the last 5-6 years since Skip retired. Like, I will be honest with y'all and tell you, I love Stephen A. Anybody knows I don't play that. Like, when people start dogging Stephen A. and start talking about him being a sellout brother, you want to piss me off, that will piss me off. And I don't really usually get pissed off by other people's stuff, but you can piss me off talking about Stephen A. Because when I was working at ESPN as a young jit, I was 21, it really was Stephen A. walking up to the young black interns and asking us, are we good? But like pulling us to the side on some big homie type of time. Like, yo, bro, are y'all really good? Who messing with y'all? What producer? Because I got the power to get their ass out of here. Stephen A. would do stuff like that. For real. You know, and obviously I never told him nothing, but y'all get, like, that's really looking out for a young black person. He would do that with all the young black journalists out there, all the young black production assistants like self. He would do that with all of us. I heard so many stories about that, but he never gets credit for nothing like that because people like me don't ever speak out about it, right? It is what it is. Stephen A. ain't been great on camera to me over the last 5 years. It feels like his mind is already in the next step and he's just hanging on to that First Take job because it's so great. I think he's got private jet access, if I'm not mistaken. Who the hell wants to give up private jet access? It feels like Stephen A. is trying to put his next play together, and he's going to hold on to that spot on First Take and with ESPN as long as it takes until he gets that next play. And I bring that up for a reason. Stephen A. takes sometimes feel lazy. A lot of people turn on First Take every day. When I listen to Shannon Sharpe, I can listen to a guy that I know for a fact spent the time watching the games. I never questioned, did Shannon Sharpe sit down and watch the product? When I listen to a couple other analysts that are on television in the national realm, I can hear the passion and love for the product. I don't hear that in Stephen A. I don't. When Skip was on television, you could tell this dude sat down and told his wife, get out the way, move that shit out the way. I'm watching sports. I don't hear that in Stephen A. anymore. I see a rich guy that's incredibly successful that I'm rooting for. And every now and then he has something that interests him, some drama that gets to him. But generally speaking, Stephen A. doesn't give me that anymore. And honest to God truth, I think Pat McAfee does a better job. And I hate to say that, at showing me that he's watching the product, right? Like actually watching something night in, night out. Pat's another face of ESPN. But here's where I agree with Stephen A. on. I think fans are so tired of millionaire athletes complaining. And y'all got to understand who I am. I love LeBron. Now, Kobe's my guy. LeBron's not my GOAT, but I post a lot of pro-LeBron content all the damn time because I love the brother and what he has represented for the game of basketball. LeBron's actually been a guy that hasn't been as weak with a lot of the national media stuff as other athletes have been in the NBA. But this does feel a little weak if we're being honest. And I do believe what's happening right now is a lot of fans are tired of complaining about hearing millionaires complain and they're turning the product off. I can't tell you how many people are disinterested in the NBA today versus a few years ago. I think it peaked maybe around Cavs Warriors 2016, 2017-ish. But ever since then, I'm watching fans turn the other direction. And if it ain't got nothing to do with a parlay, I'm listening to fans all over say, I watch it every now and then, but it's not my bread and butter. What are the storylines? I'm tired of hearing millionaires complain about fans complaining, about media complaining. Like, cause that's the piece of it is like, damn, y'all got fans that support y'all night in, night out, media that talk about y'all day in, day out, and local capacities, right, and beat writer capacities. Y'all want national media, and there's sometimes 30-minute slots, 1-hour slots, some like a First Take get over 2-hour time slots. Y'all want them to just get on camera, and I don't have a better word for it, so I'll say what's on my mind. Y'all want them to get on camera and just dick each y'all all day? Come on now, that's not the job. People would turn it off if it's like, okay, here's what LeBron did last night. LeBron made a 3 in the first quarter. He made 2 threes in the second quarter. He made 3 threes in the third, and he had 4 dunks in the fourth quarter. Oh, I love LeBron. Oh, he's so great. Look at how great LeBron is. Like that. If there's no combative energy to that, people are going to turn it off. That may seem cool as a beat in a local market, but on national television, nobody wants to watch that because you can get so much more from that local beat. If you really want to hear pro Laker content, pro Tennessee Vol content, you should watch the local beat. You should not be expecting that from the national media to do in their sometimes very limited time slot throughout a day, especially on a program like ESPN. I think athletes are mad that the days of the Stuart Scott, God rest his dead, and Scott Van Pelt Sports Center era are not the same anymore. Even SVP will give you a little bit of his opinion and take from time to time. Athletes are mad because it's not a dicking contest anymore. Like, it's not just people excited to watch basketball players put a ball in a hoop. I think that we still give it up for the NFL and that product, but I think the NBA has just become, okay, you're great, you're tall and great. We I don't know what more can we do for LeBron to celebrate his greatness. Like, people have celebrated LeBron over and over again. And for this to come from him, it's like, and I hate it because I'm not one of the LeBron naysayers. I think I'm pretty down the middle with LeBron, and I'm a fan because he plays for my Lakers. I hate it because a lot of the LeBron naysayers, I'm talking about the people that just can't stand the guy, which I don't like that, but they can't stand the guy. This is one of the things that they talk about. Michael Jordan wouldn't say something like this. He wouldn't give a damn. Kobe Bryant, God rest his dad, wouldn't say something like this. He didn't give a damn. I want the gods of the sport, not calling them God, but y'all get what I'm saying. I want the legends of the sport to be bigger than fans. I do. I want my top tier celebrities to be celebrity-ish. I don't want to feel like I can relate to Michael Jackson. I don't want to feel like I can relate to Michael Jordan. I want them to feel like they better than me. I do. Now, not the love and hip hop person. Hell no. Not like, but I'm talking about when you get to the level of Beyonce and Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan, I like that they feel that they better than me. I don't even care, but that doesn't bother me. I'm very conscious with myself. I'm good with that. I like that type of energy when you're A++ level celebrity. I don't like somebody as legendary as LeBron James letting us know that it's getting to him. That media is still getting to him 4 championships later. The NBA's all-time leading scorer. For crying out loud, you look to the left of you on the bench and you see your freaking son. You've been great enough that your son is able to play professional basketball with you. I don't want that guy ever letting anybody show chinks in that armor. I don't. And I hate when LeBron does that stuff. Time, love, and support is what your boy will never take for granted, because it only validates the people who believe LeBron is still the guy that was sensitive before he won his first championship. And I hate that. I'm out. Right now, I'm offering you a special way to support your boy Pharaoh. If you enjoy my great quality content I put out every single day, make sure you cop a Facebook supporter badge or a YouTube membership. The prices start as low as $3.99 to show your boy that you support the grind. tap in right now and join a special community of those that support your one and only yours truly, Pharaoh.